and company fighting for the wild card. Tonight, the Sox send Michigan native Steve Avery, while the Tigers counter with Frank Castillo, next on Fox Sports Detroit. The weatherman's been good to us. Another beautiful night here at the corner of Michigan and Trumbull. The Tigers playing host to the Boston Red Sox. It's game number 2 of the 3-game set. Hi again, good lookers. Kirk Gibson's here. My name's Ernie Harwell. And Gibby, from what we've seen lately, it looks like these Tiger rookies are beginning to emerge a little bit.
Well, these rookies are emerging in a big way on this Tiger club. We're going to take a look here. There's 7 of them on this club, and they all figure prominently. Every night you're going to come to the ballpark, you're going to see a couple of them in the game. Last night, Brian Powell got his first Major League win. Gabe Alvarez, who's been struggling since the All-Star break and came up and got off to a fast start, he finally got back in the mix. So Matt Anderson didn't do his job last night, but he's ready to go tonight, and you have to do that when you're up here.
And these guys are learning the only place to learn, right in the big leagues.
The big leagues is the place to be. When you initially go to the minor leagues, one of the things you want to learn is how to play every day. And they've already done that. Now you come up, you learned how to play every day, and you watch Bobby Higginson hit 2 home runs and a double and be the star one night, only to strike out a couple times, make an error, and fail the next night. But with a good attitude, comes back and reemerges in the 3rd game. And that's what we saw Gabe Alvarez do. Matt Anderson last night struggled a little bit. He may be back on the mound. And once they learn how to do that on a consistent basis, then they'll be here to stay.
And we're looking forward to seeing these developing Tigers against Mo Vaughn and the Boston Red Sox. We'll be back.
Oh, busy place, and no wonder. Your Toyota dealer's biggest sales event of the year is on. And that means it's
moved up to number 2. No more it's easy for me to say. No more Garcia Parra at shortstop. Mo Vaughn batting 4th and playing first base. Troy O'Leary is in left. Damon Buford is in center field. Scott Hatteberg is the catcher. Mike Benjamin at 3rd base, and Donnie Sadler at 2nd. Frank Castillo on the mound for the Tigers with a record of 2-5 and an earned run mark of 7.55. Tigers won the opening game last night, trying to make it 2 straight over the Bostons. And we'll look at the Tiger defense behind Mr. Castillo. It will be Gonzalez in left. Hunter is in center. Higginson in right. Alvarez back at 3rd base. Cruz at short. Easley at 2nd. Clark at 1st. Castillo on the mound, and Casanova, recent return from Toledo, behind the bat. The umpires tonight, Al Clark will be behind the plate. Terry Kraft will be at first base. Jim McKeon, he's the crew chief, will be at 2nd. And Dale Ford will be stationed back at 3rd. Beautiful night here at the corner, and we are looking forward to this American League action. Boston, one of the best hitting teams in the league. In fact, they're tied with the Texas Rangers in top percentage, 285, and they're hitting 307 as a team against the Tigers. Castillo, with his marks there in his last 5 outings at 2.60 ERA, but he has come on in July, 15-7 in that month in his career. Now here is Lewis to lead it off, and we're underway. Strike call. Lewis did not get a hit last night. He had a walk in that leadoff spot. And it's another strike. Mr. Clark said so. That's 2 quick ones on the leadoff hitter.
And I saw Al Clark down in the clubhouse today, Ernie, and I always get on Al Clark. He's one of the umpires I always felt I could talk to. And says he wants to establish that 2.5-hour zone early. That's what he calls it.
All right.
I like that.
Son of a sports writer, Mr. Clark. There's a high foul. It may be out of play. Clark starts out, but it'll drift into the seats. And the count stays a strike 2. Boston jumped in front last night with a run in the opening inning after 2 were out. They scored. There's a wide one. 1-2, the count on Lewis. Lewis, a California product, got his start with the Oakland team. Two. He has bounced around quite a bit. Oakland, San Francisco, Cincinnati, White Sox, Dodgers. Struck him out. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched that one go by. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, Frank Castillo right here gets Darren Lewis. He's been establishing away. This ball appears to be coming to the inside corner. Freezes him. Breaks right over the middle of the plate. Good way to start, Frank. 1 up and 1 away.
And Mitre Cummings, the DH, looking, and that's a ball on the Cummings. He was the DH last night, but he hit number 9 in the batting order last night and had a single in the walk, 1 for 3. Not usual to see the DH in the number 9 spot. There's a strike.
See those 3 home runs? I believe 2 of those are against the Tigers. He's kind of the Tiger killer. See Jimmy Williams putting him in for the full endurance of the game tonight, trying to get a little extra out of him. You see 5 of his 10 RBIs against the Tigers.
He fouls this one away back toward the seats, and the count 1-2 on Cummings. There's Jimmy Williams, the skipper of the Boston Red Sox, one-time Toronto manager, long-time coach with the Atlanta Braves. It's a ground ball foul. I rented my home in Florida to Jimmy Williams, and the first night in, he calls me and says, "I'm in deep trouble. The toilet's run over. You got to come on over here." We'd had that house about 23 years. Nothing had ever happened until he and Peg and the kids came.
Yeah, well, you know, the kids love to see if the toys float.
All right, here's the pitch. It's a high one. 2-2, that's the count. 1 out, nobody on. We've just started here at the corner. Cummins waiting on Castillo, the El Paso native. And he's looking. That'll make it the full count. Remember, Frank came to the Tigers as a free agent. He had pitched last year with the Cubs and Colorado. Ground ball right side. Easily to Clark. 2 down.
Pretty routine when the ball heads over towards second base now these days. Damian hasn't made an error, I don't know in how long, a couple months.
He's made some great plays and some crucial plays. One of them last night in this series. Garcia-Parra coming to bat now. Nomar had a double and a home run his first 2 times up last night, and then they got him on ground balls the next 2.
Here's tonight's B.F. Goodrich in the groove. Nomar Garcia-Parra, you can see he's pretty good last night. Pretty good success against the Tigers. Pretty good in July. That's in the groove.
Ground ball, high hop, hit to Alvarez, over to Clark. 1, 2, 3, goal to Boston. Castillo sets them down in easy fashion, and the Tigers come to bat in the first inning. It is a scoreless tie.
From the first professional contractors at the crack of dawn to the do-it-yourselfers who drop in all day long, what makes it so easy to shop at Carter Lumber? Well, we could show you our friendly personal service, or our industry know-how, or maybe even how we make it easy to get quality products and top-notch materials. But seeing customer after satisfied customer is probably the best picture of all. Carter Lumber, the easy way to home improvement.
Capstone Mortgage can get you the cash you need. Cash to consolidate your debt, lower your monthly payments, make some home improvements, even put some extra cash in your pocket. If you need cash for any reason, call Capstone Mortgage to have your loan approved quickly and easily. Let me repeat that. If you need cash for any reason, call Capstone Mortgage. Homeowners, call us now at 1-800-351-7555. That's 1-800-351-7555 for Capstone Mortgage. If you've had past credit problems, late payments, charge-offs, judgments, Capstone Mortgage can get your loan approved and get you your money. If you own your own home, Capstone Mortgage can consolidate your debts into one low monthly payment. Call Capstone Mortgage now to get the cash you need. Call us at 1-800-351-7555. That's 1-800-351-7555. Capstone Mortgage. We have millions to lend.
Now we'll give you the Tiger batting order, brought to you by Dodge. Against Steve Avery, it will be Brian Hunter leading off. He's in center. Damian Easley hits number 2, plays second base. Bobby Higginson in right. Tony Clark, the cleanup man, in first base. Geronimo Baroa, the DH, followed by Luis Gonzalez, the left fielder. Gabe Alvarez at third. Raul Casanova, the catcher. And Davy Cruz at shortstop, batting number 9. All against the Michigan native Steve Avery, born in Trenton, Michigan, makes his home now. Used to be in Taylor, but Steve told me before the game he has moved to Dearborn. He pitched for the John Kennedy High School in Taylor and was the Michigan Athlete of the Year in those high school days. And, of course, did most of his pitching, as you know, with the Atlanta Braves. And behind him, it'll be O'Leary in left, Buford in center, Lewis, then Benjamin Garcia-Parra. Then at second base, we've got the Sadler, and at first is Vaughn. Avery delivers the first pitch to Hunter, and it's ball 1. And there's a strike on Brian, who had a double, his only hit last night.
Let's check the scouting report. Ernie told you he's a local boy. I had to go to a new style. He used to be over the top, and always had to drop down because of his arm problems. Fought the change for a while. Now he's getting on with it. And his new out pitch really is this change up to righties. Will throw the curveball to the lefties. Boston's hoping to get 5 or 6 innings off Steve.
Fly ball to left. That's O'Leary to put it away. 1 up and 1 down by the Tigers. Damian Easley, who had a single in the single in the 7th inning last night, and had struck out the first 3 times he batted in last night's game, will be up now with a .298 average. It's a wide one on Damian. Avery, 28 years old. He's 6'4", and delivers a low 2-0.
Check Steve Avery. Had better success against righties, and that's probably because of his changeup. Matter of fact, he got Brian Hunter out in front of that changeup for the first out. Used to be basically a fastball slider pitcher. Much different today.
There's a drive on the ground, knocked down at third by Benjamin. He guns it over to Mo Vaughn in time. 2 up, 2 away. No base runners yet in this early going. Avery will now pitch to Bobby Higginson, the Tiger right fielder. Higgy had a triple in the first inning. Then they got him the next 3 times last night. Dropped him down to 321, but he is still up among the batting leaders in the league. Strike 1 the count. Game scoreless, first inning. One hopper hit the Sadler. Devon, 1, 2, 3. Each team going out in order in the opening inning, and at the end of 1, this game is scoreless.
Announcing an amazing opportunity from your Nissan retailer. Instead of waiting until the end of the model year, Nissan is clearing out the 98s right now and offering $2,000.
Discover card. It pays to discover. Accepted where you see the Novus sign. Cooper Tires, the world is your course. Drive on. And by Labatt Blue Light. Looks refreshing, tastes refreshing. Scoreless tie, second inning getting underway here at Tiger Stadium. Mo Vaughn Big guy from Seton Hall at the plate, and he takes the ball outside.
Here's tonight's Spotlight, brought to you by Jack's Car Wash. It's more than just a car wash. You see Mo Vaughn, career 300 hitter. Inviting porch. He's up on the roof a couple times in batting practice. Turned down $37 million for 4 years. He really wants him to show him the money.
2-0, the count on Mo. He had a couple of singles his first 2 times. Also had a walk last night. He ended up with 2 for 3 against Tiger pitching. They're over-shifting on him, and he takes a wide one.
Got to give Mo Vaughn credit, though, Ernie. This contract thing is kind of lingered on all year, but it comes out, plays hard every night, and hasn't let it affect his play in a derogatory fashion.
There's one belted deep to right. It is long gone upstairs, and the game's first run, a home run by Mo Vaughn, number 24. 1-0 Boston.
Takes what he started in batting practice into the game. Just a fastball right out over the plate. Mo Vaughn right in his hit zone. Upper tank.
O'Leary will bat next. There's Mo. O'Leary had a home run last night in the 7th inning. And he takes in close 1-1. That was Troy's only hit. He struck out a couple of times. 285 hitter. 1-0 Red Sox in the lead, 2nd inning. Strike, breaking ball makes it 1-2. On the corner, and he is out for excessive window chopping. Struck him out. 2nd strikeout by Castillo.
Good job by Frank here. Goes back to the outside corner after throwing 2 breaking balls down in the end.
Buford at the bat. This is Damon Buford, the son of Don, the former Orioles. Damon was born in Baltimore. Strike 1 to count. 1-0 Boston. 1 out, none on. It's a wide one, 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
Good change up there.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and he missed the far corner on Damon Buford. Damon's brother Don Jr. played in the Oriole farm system, never made it to the bigs. And the count goes full. Castillo touched up for the leadoff home run by Mo Vaughn here in the 2nd inning. Now has worked to 3-2 on Buford. There's a hit to left, a sharp single into the hole. Man on and the man out. Buford at first, and Scott Hatteberg, the catcher, at the plate. He had a 1 for 3 last night before lifted for a pinch hitter. Strike. For the most part so far, Castillo keeping the ball down on these Boston batters. They've touched him for a run.
5 steals and 9 attempts for Damon Buford. Frank Castile always very meticulous and paying a lot of attention to runners over on first base. Steps off a lot, throws over a lot. Very slow and deliberate with people on base.
And delivers a strike. That'll be 2 of them now on the Boston catcher. That's Wendell Kim, the Hawaii native, over there at third base, coaching for the Ball Sox. Strike 2 count on Hatteberg. Fouled away. In the game tomorrow that'll close out the series, Saberhagen will be on the mound for Boston and Justin Thompson for the Tigers. A good matchup. And the Tigers will honor the 68 championship team in the pregame ceremony.
Brett Saberhagen, lots of experience. I played behind him in a no-hitter. In fact, had to take an error for him so he could ensure that no-hitter.
You're all heart, Gibby.
Happy to do so.
Well, he's been a great pitcher over the years and hobbled by a lot of injuries in recent years. Pitch out, nothing happens, 1-2. Got the breeze blowing out tonight, a little bit toward left and left center, out of the south mostly.
There's Frank Castile being deliberate, like I mentioned earlier. I'd like to see Frank Castile pick up the pace. I think he could be a way better pitcher. He seems like he doesn't know what he wants to do out there sometimes. He takes a little extra time, but it affects your fielders behind you.
Runner goes. There's a ball. The throw to second. He is out at second.
What a throw.
Casanova to Cruz.
Let's take a look right here. Pretty good jump over there, but Raul Casanova throws this ball right on the money. I mean, look at this. Couldn't order it any better. Ball beat you right in your face. You're out.
Hatteberg hits one down the line, fouled. It will be backing into the seats past the Tiger bullpen. 1-0, the Red Sox in the lead on the Vaughn home run here in the second. They're 2 out and nobody on. Two-two pitch. He tapped it foul. Well, this is an anniversary of Ty Cobb's 4,000th hit. He got it as an athletic here in Detroit in 1927. Detroit won the ball game, beat Lefty Grove, and there was almost no recognition of the 4,000th hit in the paper that day by Ty Cobb. Just a bare mention. There's a ground ball wide at first. Tony Clark scoops, tosses to the pitcher Castillo, and that retires the side. But the Boston get a run on the leadoff blast in the seats off the bat of Mo Vaughn, and it's 1-0 at the end of 1.5.
Gas up at Jack's and get the Blue Coral Works package free. 10 punches on your frequent fueler card entitles you to a free Works package with the purchase of a car wash.
Now at Little Caesars, get our summer family pack. 2 pizzas, a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and a free summer point, all for just $9.99. It's an electrifying offer. 2 pizzas, a 2-liter bottle of Coke, and a free summer point for just $9.99. Collect 5 summer points and get one of these great summer freebies. Enjoy your summer with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Capstone Mortgage has millions to lend. And now that spring is here, it's time to do some spring cleaning. So why not clean up your credit? If you own your own home, Capstone Mortgage can consolidate your debts into one low monthly payment. Take advantage of this offer to help you clean up your credit and call Capstone now. Call 1-800-351-7555. That's 1-800-351-7555 for Capstone Mortgage. Capstone Mortgage. We have millions to lend.
We are there.
New York,
Chicago.
Seattle.
San Francisco,
Los Angeles. Fox Sports News.
Home team.
Fox attitude.
Weeknights at 10. You're watching Fox Sports Detroit.
Hey, Tiger fans, come on out to the corner. Enjoy a cookout right here inside the stadium at Savishcon Patio Grill. Open for you and your group outing. Just call 313-963-2050 for more information. Tony Clark to lead it off. Tony had a good night last night. A couple of doubles, a single, and a walk. A perfect evening at the plate, batting .282. And he looks at the ball. 20 home runs. Tony had 32 last season in 159 games. He looks, and it's a strike. 1-1 on the big switch hitter.
A couple of change-ups. Now Boston, the first time threw Tony a lot of off-speed stuff.
Fouled away, 1-2.
Tony's got to be looking for that this series, and generally will have to prove to the Red Sox that he's made the adjustments, or he's going to be continuing to see that. Now, I always like to use that to my advantage second time around, Ernie. Just sit on them, and hopefully you get a nice fat one and do some damage with it. Oh, there's
Drive hit deep, and that one is long gone. 1-1 tie.
My goodness, there's a way to do some damage right there. Steve Avery tries to get this fastball in on him. Maybe it looked like a little cutter. Tony got the head out, didn't he? 1-1.
Geronimo Barroa, the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike on Geronimo. He is the Tiger DH. Ground ball wide of third. Benjamin scoops and fires over to Vaughn. And there's one down. 1-1 tie because each cleanup man, first baseman, has hit a home run. Bo Vaughn did it, and then Tony Clark countered. Here's Luis Gonzalez coming up there. Gonzo did not have a hit last night. He had a sacrifice fly to center fielders last time. He ended up with 0 for 3. 1-1 tie at the corner. Ground ball wide at first. Mo Vaughn will take care of this one all by himself. 2 Tigers are out after the leadoff home run. And the hitting hero of last night's Tiger triumph will be the batter. That'll be Gabe Alvarez. His 3-run homer in the 6th inning broke the tie and sent the Tigers on to the victory. Ball 1 on Alvarez. 2 out, nobody on, 1-1 tie. Two 2-0 the common game.
Changeup. Not going to see that in AAA.
No, sir. 2-1 pitch now. Cut on, hit the short. Ciapara gloves it. The flip is over to Vaughn, and the Tigers are out. But they tie the game. on the leadoff home run by Tony Clark, number 21. And at the end of 2, it's a 1-1 deadlock.
Hey, look, a Tony Clark action figure.
Yeah, with real-life rifle arm action.
Ooh, I always wanted a Bobby Higginson lunchbox.
What the heck is this?
Huh?
It must be some expansion team mascot. Cool, I'll take it.
Hey! Hey, Dutch! Get me out of here, man! So how long you been in here?
The Red Sox battle the Tigers. Tomorrow at 12:30 on Fox Sports Detroit.
Dust bunnies under the chair, dust so thick it's everywhere? You need Static Duster, the cleaning sensation that cuts cleaning time in half. Charge Static Duster on any TV screen. The charge is so powerful, dust and dirt leap onto the wand. Clean, delicate collectibles. Great for louver doors and blinds, grids and grills. Clean the screen under the machine. Great for all your electronics. Static Duster slips into shelves, snakes around corners, dust leaps off plants and soak flowers. Now order Static Duster for only $14.95. But wait, you get a second Static Duster with extension handle. It stretches to reach moldings and bends for hard-to-reach places. As a bonus, you get the Tiny Duster. The complete kit only $14.95, but we're not through yet. You'll get Stain Ender, the miracle remover that blasts away stains. It's a $20 value, and it's yours free when you order Static Duster. Here's how to order.
To order Static Duster for only $14.95 plus shipping, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-951-4422 or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs.
You're watching Tigers baseball on Fox Sports Detroit.
1-1 tie, Boston at Detroit. And we've got a special guest up here, the greatest Tiger that I've ever seen in action, Mr. Al Kaline. Al, welcome.
Ernie, partner, nice to be back again after last night. Gibby, good to see you always.
I tell you what, were you up here to teach me how to broadcast now?
No.
Taught me how to play right field?
Well, I tell you, we got a couple of star right fielders here.
A couple of star Hall of Famers next to me.
Here's the Benjamin at the bat. And he fouls it away. Well, they're getting ready for the big celebration tomorrow.
Yeah,
Mr.
well,
Kaline.
it's been a great couple of days, and of course tomorrow's going to top it off, and we'll be on the field. And it really has been nice seeing the guys again. And you know, it's really something special, as Gibby knows, when you're able to, as a team, to put it all together for 1 year and battle your way through everything. You know, a long season, and to be able to become world champions is really something special. And it's great to see the guys always. You know, we're getting older, 30-year reunion, so you never know when you're going to see your teammates again or if you're going to be around for a while. So it's really something special.
There's a foul ball by Benjamin, a 1-2 count. Well, I know you got hurt in that season, and it was great that you finally got in the World Series after that.
Yeah, I got hit by a pitch. I got hit by a pitch and it broke my wrist. And of course, Northrop went on and had his best year ever. It was great to see him do it. And I came back, and there's a line drive. Oh, out of the reach of Easley. But you know, Mayo made a decision to move Mickey Stanley, the shortstop, to get me in the lineup, and he, you know, he called a couple of the veteran players in and said, "This is what we're thinking about doing." And each one of the men said, the players said, "If anybody can do it, Mickey Stanley is by far the best athlete on our ball club. He could certainly do it."
Now, we also heard from John Hiller earlier today, and he's talking about some big party that he's got going tonight. You invited to that, Al?
No, I'm not invited to any party.
Yeah, right.
Season's over. That's been a long time ago.
He was bragging about how you guys were so close-knit off the field.
I tell you what, again, that's something that makes winners of you when you're really close as a team, as a family. You live together and you have your ups and downs together. And we were very close after the game, but the one thing any world champion has to do, they show up and play every day, and that's exactly what the Detroit Tigers 68 did.
Here's Sadler. He's going to try to sacrifice bunt. Fielded by Clark. They throw to Easley, and they work the sacrifice to move Benjamin to second.
Al, let me ask you, when we in '84, we hung around together in a clubhouse, and we went out together and spent a lot of time off the field, and when we came back, we were exactly what you said. And I know that you guys are like that in '68. It doesn't seem like any of the clubs that I ever go around to now, you go in there after a game, it seems like they are out there a lot quicker. Do you think that just the way the game's changed, does it make a difference? I think it was very important in our era.
Yeah, I think the free agency, you're getting players, different players from year to year, guys going from one league to the other, and they really don't have a chance to bond together. On the field you do, but I think it takes a little bit more than that, because sometimes you have to be able to pat guys on the back in private, you know, when you're out having a cocktail or dinner, or maybe even say something to the fact, hey, I don't really think you're giving 100%, or, you know, and these are the kind of things that should be done off the field in privacy, and I think you can only do that when guys are real close.
Constructive criticism.
There's a line shot foul by Lewis. Another thing, Al, I think a lot of those guys come along in the minor leagues together, too. They played on the minor league teams.
Absolutely. They all came up.
Kept that association.
They came up in the early 60s. They were in the minor leagues together. They came up together, and they played for a number of years before we got to 67. We lost out the last day of the season. And I think that was the turning point for our ball club. We were very disappointed. In fact, many of us thought we had a better team in 67 than 68. So everybody came to spring training with one goal in mind, that was to win. Forget about any stats, any personal gains. Winning was the most important thing. And I believe, to a man, 1968 was probably the finest year any of us ever spent in the big leagues.
Oh, that's great. Talking about stats, they didn't have a 300 hitter.
Nope.
They had some big home run hitters, and
we had great pitching, as you know. Denny McClain, Mickey Lowich, Earl Wilson. We had a very good pitching staff. We had a very good defensive ball club, and of course we were able to bomb the ball when needed. But we scored 1 ball games from the 7th inning on 40 times that year.
Wow.
So we were a team that never quit, and we stayed in there and battled day in and day out.
Well, it's certainly great to remember those days, and we're going to celebrate them tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
Well, it's so much fun to see the guys that come in from California, from all over, and you know, it's something special, and maybe the people that don't play this game realize, but it really is something special to see your teammates that you cried with, you laughed with, and you went to war and sometimes fight with against other teams, and it really was something special.
And the Fox Sports Detroit will be on at noontime with those ceremonies, and they'll be beaming them your way. So we hope you'll join us for that.
And Ernie, you're going to be the MC, are you not?
That's right.
Well, he was part of the 68 team, too.
We saw some footage of Ernie. He's been getting on my hair up here. I got a little...
Hey, let's don't talk about that. Mine's leaving in a hurry, too. It's saying bye-bye.
Yeah, goes to the franchise, doesn't it?
Well, we're still here. We're still here. That's the big thing.
That's the main thing. And there's a foul out of play. Well, it's great to have these two partners in the same booth with me. That's not a luxury that I have very often.
Yeah.
Terrific.
I remember working with Gibby a little bit in spring training.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah. I was talking about that. I called it K-Line 101, and you were very patient with me, Mr. K-Line.
Well, you know, it's...
Here's Lewis now with the 3-2 pitch, and he drives one up the gap. That's going to break the tie. Rounding third, coming home is Benjamin. He'll score. And rounding second, headed to third is Lewis. The throw, it gets away from Alvarez. He's safe at third. 2-1 Boston.
Frank's still having that trouble making the big pitch when he has to. He's been able to get the 1 or 2 strikes, but he's just unable to make that real good pitch when he has to get a ground ball. And I think the kid's really struggling and pressure. He wants to do so well coming over from the National League. I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself.
And we're going to take a look right here. You're talking about the quality pitch. I think Frank's out over the plate too much. You see he's asking it, and it's tailing back over the plate right there. A good position to hit, and when you get 2 strikes on you, any good hitter's thinking the other way, protecting against the off-speed pitch, tries that ball up the gap.
These guys are so worried about maybe somebody might hit a home run on them. One time out of 20 or 30, they refuse to pitch inside. And as you mentioned, I know in my experience, when I got 2 strikes, I mean, I tried to look up the middle all the time, and I thought that was the way you're supposed to hit.
This is Cummings at the plate now, and the count goes 2-0 on him.
I mean, don't even get me started on the pitching inside. I try and tell our viewers all the time, did you like it when I went into Toronto, they threw me a pitch, it was either 2 inches or on the inside corner or 8 inches inside, and that was it. And I'm going to tell you, tell me a hitter who likes that.
No, nobody likes it. and actually, what they're doing is showing you respect by pitching you inside.
But they're trying to get me to make an adjustment. They know if they leave the ball out over the plate that I'm going to have a chance to hammer it and hammer it with big power. If they keep it in on me, they're going to say, look, we're going to keep it in there on you. And for me, maybe that wasn't my strength, so it forces me to make an adjustment. Now, when they force me to make an adjustment, now they open up the outside part of the plate. And again, you've got to do that if you're going to be successful.
Cummins pops it foul. That'll be out of play.
Well, I really feel that pitching inside is an unwritten law anymore in the game of baseball today. And sometimes the pitchers get criticized too much because that ball might get away from them once in a while when they're trying to pitch on the corner, and it might drill somebody. But that's, you know, as long as you don't drill somebody in the head or it comes after a couple of home runs, I mean, it's just part of the game.
It is. If you're going to throw inside, you're going to hit people. It's got to be inside. Inside is inside. If it's off the hip or off the knee, in the ribs, it's just, that's the way it is. Get down to first base.
And we had a foul. Had a game here the other night. I was watching that Martinez got hit for the Yankees, got drilled in the butt. I mean, it was on the third pitch. I mean, if you're going to knock somebody down after a home run, you probably do it on the first pitch.
Right. And I made the comment as we were doing that game. I said, look, you've got two choices. You immediately go out to the mound. You go down to first base. When you get halfway and you look at him and you say a few things, that's what fuels these things, because then you're encouraging your teammates to get in and fight your battles.
2-2 delivered to Cummings. Ground ball to Easley. He's going to check that man back at third and throw out the hitter. Now 2 down with a man on third.
Gibby, what happened on that? He pitched him inside. What happened?
That's right. Got his hands in, jammed him, little weak grounder. The second baseman, Damian Easley. When you got to move it around, watch Brian Moeller. That's part of his success. He will use both sides of the plate. And then if he hangs one occasionally, because they're not just looking away, they're not diving out over the plate, he gets away with it.
Garcia Parra, the first time up, into the first inning by bouncing to third.
You mean we got him out once?
Yes, sir. It happened.
These guys got talent.
Oh, my.
There's a strike. Al, when you were teaching Gibby, what was the toughest thing you had to teach him up to play right field?
Well, you know, first of all, the first thing, and no, Gibby had, I tell you, for a great athlete, Gibby had a lot of trouble bending from the waist down. So I got him to catch more of the balls on the side instead of trying to catch the ball, you know, in front of you on the shoe tops.
Yeah.
You know, catch everything. And even when you feel the ground ball, once in a while, a ball might bounce over your glove. But he had a hard time bending straight over. And I got him to try to field the ball off on the side. Sometimes the ball might take a bad hop, but I thought he was more effective doing it that way.
And I was. And the other thing you told me was you got me getting into the short hop, which I talked about on our telecast last night. Kind of like creating a short hop. And you got to get that good hop, which is the short hop.
Either get the big hop or the short hop, never the in between. And an outfielder and an infielder. And you notice the good infielders, the Alan Trammell's I used to always talk about. Alan Trammell, from the time the ball was hit off the bat, knew where the ball was going to go, whether not to charge it, get it on the short hop, or play it on the big hop. And the good outfielders, the good infielders can anticipate that and can do it. It just takes a little extra work.
That one got him. It just nipped him, and he'll take first base, hit by the pitch.
Now, see, there's no way they wanted to hit him because you got Mo Bond coming up now. The Boston team may get a little upset, but who would you rather pitch to? Mo, this guy's a great hitter, but I don't even know whether it hit him or not.
I don't think it hit him.
I don't know whether it hit him or not.
It didn't hit him.
I tell you what, man, if you're a good hitter, you want to hit with a man on third base.
You don't want to. I'd be saying, that didn't hit me, that didn't hit me.
Get out there and drive the run in yourself.
The other one last thing about the whole glove thing you were talking about, I remember, and I pointed this out, was you watch a lot of these kids, and especially when I go around and watch Little League, is the glove position. A lot of them got it flat down there instead of getting their glove pointing down towards the ground where you can scoop at that ball.
Right.
Here's Mo. He homered in the second inning, led off for the home run. And it's ball one on Vaughn. That was his 24th home run. Boston's taken the lead 2-1 here in the third inning.
Gibby, they can't let this guy get away from Boston, can they?
Well, I don't know. He keeps turning them down. He's, what, 437, $37 million for 4 years. Turned that down. Maybe he knows something that nobody does.
I mean, what's the difference in another $1 million when you got it already?
That's easy for us to say.
Ground ball hit foul. Well, Al, they let Roger Clemens get away.
Yeah, well, they went out and signed somebody just to hear Roger made his whole career there, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. You're the guy who was would have broken every record in Boston history, and probably maybe still has it. But now Roger may not even go in the Hall of Fame as the Boston Red Sox. Now, wouldn't that be a shame?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing to me too. It seems like sometimes we get tired of our own instead of continuing to pursue them for their service. I mean, Roger Clemens, he's proved everything. What more could he have proved?
1-2, the count on Mo.
What he did is he went out the next year and proved that he was a Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
And you certainly like to see him do that in Boston. But, you know, I think Mo Vaughn was going to sit and watch what the team's going to do and the direction that they're going to take. And he's going to make a decision based on that. I think I said earlier, I think he's done a good job of really keeping the contract out. He goes out, he plays hard, he's kept his team before him. But at the end of the year, he'll have an opportunity to make a decision.
Well, I hope that's the reason why, if he leaves, he goes to a team that maybe has a chance to win. I hope it's not because of a little extra money, because, I mean, to me, of course, you know, I'm talking different era now.
You and me both.
When you're making $10 million a year and you've already made probably 30, 40 million in your career, what's the difference between another $1 million and $2 million a year if you're happy playing where you are and you know, your family and you're settled? And you're going to break every record in the book playing for Boston. So,
well, I tell you what, not for everybody. I'm not saying for Mo Vaughn, Al, but you know, some of it is ego. Some of it is ego. There's certain people out there it's ego. Now, I think Mike Piazza, I'll use that for example. I know Mike, good guy. I can't figure out, just happened to be $100 million. You know, how did you come up with $100 million? The 100, it's just, you know, it's like hitting 300. Okay, that's $100 million. He figured, okay, $100 million. Let me back it out. That's 7 years. And you know, I just think that's bad for anybody's career, anybody in the game of baseball.
3-2 now. The count on Vaughn. Runners at the corners. 2-1 Boston. We're in the third inning. There's a long, but it's go foul.
You know, that's, you know, people ooh and ah, that's a strike, but that's a very good effective pitch. He got that pitch in, broke off the plate. That's just a foul ball. There's no harm there.
Johnny Same would tell his pitcher when he come out, was a great pitch. Pitch inside, let him pull it foul.
He gets it right in here in the corner. You watch how it breaks off the plate.
Yep.
And that pitch actually was over the plate a little bit. Couldn't keep it fair.
Still 3-2 on Mo Vaughn.
Like to see him double it up with a fastball in and a little up a little more.
He pops it up off a third. Alvarez makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Well, Al Kaline, thanks for coming.
Thank you
See
very
you tomorrow.
much. Gibby, nice job. Talk
Have
to you
a
later.
great time. And the Red Sox lead it 2-1. The Tigers coming to bat in their third inning.
Ah, something special under the arches? Proud, aren't you? So, how does it taste? Well, show us what you got. What you can get is the hot, delicious Egg McMuffin Extra Value Meal for the everyday value of just $1.99. That's $1.99 every single day, only at McDonald's. So hop to it.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Hi, I'm Karen Newman for Capital Mortgage Funding. Does this look familiar to you? Yes, it's a handful of credit card bills. Chances are you're paying outrageous interest rates, and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars are going nowhere every month. Call my friends at Capital Mortgage Funding. They will consolidate your credit card debt into one easy low-rate payment. So if you want to see these disappear, call Capital Mortgage Funding right now and tell them Karen sent you. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Announcing an amazing opportunity from your Nissan retailer. Instead of waiting until the end of the model year, Nissan is clearing out the 98s right now and offering $2,000 customer cash or 1.9% APR financing on every new 98 Nissan. Why wait for other model year-end sales when you can get $2,000 or 1.9% APR on any Nissan right now? This early model year-end clearance is only for a limited time. So for the best selection, visit your Nissan retailer today. These special offers end August 3rd.
Hey, Tiger fans, who's your pick for the McDonald's Player of the Game? Let us know. Just call 888-798-4FSD anytime during the game and place your guess. For guessing correctly during our last game, Carmen Medrano from Port Huron has won a McDonald's Family 4-pack and tickets to an upcoming home game. For your chance, stay tuned to see if you are right.
Casanova, the batter, he took a strike. We're underway in the last half, the third, 2-1 Boston. 1-1 on Raul. Last night, every time Boston scored, the Tigers came back and matched it. Let's see if they can do that in this third inning tonight. It's a high one on Casanova, 2-1. The only Tiger hit, the home run by Tony Clark, leading off the second inning. Boston has 4 hits off Castillo. It's a wide one, high and outside, 3-1 on Raul. Here's Tony, who has given the Tigers their only run. 3-1 pitch. And he's on with a leadoff walk. Davy Cruz last night, batting in the number 9 slot, went 0 for 4. Hit the ball on the ground 3 times and struck out the first trip. There's Jimmy Williams, the skipper of the Bostons. Strike. Come to think of it, there have been a lot of Williams in baseball. Dick Williams, the old manager. Ted Williams, of course. Cy Williams, the old St. Louis Brown slugger.
Nat Williams.
Yep. One and one, the count on Cruz. Beautiful night. The weatherman's really been great during this homestand. The Tigers have won 6 and lost 3 in this 11-game stand. Base hit. Casanova stops at second on the Cruz line, single to left. Oh, the Tigers are kicking up their heels.
Well, you got the Tigers here, first and second, nobody out, down by a run. Brian Hunter has been bunting a little more regularly lately, Ernie. What do you think? Maybe a chance to put one down and give Damian Easley, Bobby Higginson, and Tony Clark a shot?
Well, I think it might happen. And if it doesn't, we can say, well, surprise is always a big element in baseball. Do the unexpected.
They got the corners in, third and first.
He swings on that first offering. And Mr. Perry Hill glimpsing into his dugout.
A lot of times a manager will give you one pitch to hit, Ernie, and then they give you the bunt after that.
Well, Avery on the mound trying to protect a 2-1 lead. Ready to bunt that time, and the pitch is a ball, 1-1. Well, Benjamin at third's got to be the swinging door. Either get back and cover the bag or come in and grab the bunt. Just depending on what happens. There's a bunt toward third. It's a good one. Avery fires to first. It gets by Vaughn. Here comes Casanova to score. Rounding third and holding on is Davy Cruz, and Hunter takes second. Now, Sadler may have been hurt on that play. The trainer Jim Rose out there.
Take a look. Now, this is the game of baseball. Let's watch it from up top. Watch how everybody's moving. He's going to be coming in. He's coming in. He's got to get over here. Shortstop's got to cover second. Look at the movement on the field right now. Good bunt. Ball is up the line. You see Brian Hunter hits Donnie Sadler. And the Tigers get a good run out of it. Now we got man on second and third. With Damian, Higgy, and Tony coming up. That's why you want to get the bunt down.
That'll be scored as a single and an error against the pitcher Avery.
Perfectly placed bunt, and Brian Hunter's hard work has paid off.
2-2 tie. Runners at second and third. Playing to the infield back on Easley, and he takes a cut, misses.
You know you're going to see some off-speed pitches in this sequence. Damian. Higgy's going to see some breaking balls. Tony, you're going to see straight changes. Sit on them and drill them.
In close on the Tiger All-Star second baseman, 1-1 uneasily.
Very efficient with men in scoring position.
Tigers have come back to tie it. Ground ball right side. That'll get the run in. Throw to first. He gets easily. Cruz comes in to score. The Tigers take the lead 3-2, and Hunter ends up at third.
Now this is baseball to its best again. Damian easily gets up there, second, third, nobody out. Look at him inside out this ball to this side of the infield. Look at him give himself up. Totally going to the right side of the infield. Scores the runner from third. Look at him give himself up. And advancing Ryan Hunter to third base.
Now Boston will bring the infield in on Higginson, and he pops one foul off a third. Here comes Benjamin over. He'll have room. Makes the catch. And there'll be no advance.
Higgy very disappointed. He was sitting on that breaking pitch. Got it. Just did not strike it.
So that'll leave it up to Tony Clark, who homered his first time up, leading off the second inning. 3-2, Tigers in the lead. In the dirt. Hunter on third, 2 down.
Kind of find it hard to believe that Tony's going to see another fastball, Ernie.
Two and oh, the count on the big guy. Here's Hunter at third. Ground ball hit down that way, foul.
Third straight changeup.
Frank Fennick, groundskeeper, offering a gift. Three and one. Little chopper foul. And the count full on Tony Clark. Pop-up foul, Vaughn puts it away, and that retires the Tigers, but they take the lead with a 2-run rally here in the last half the third. And at the end of 3 at the quarter, it is Detroit 3 and Boston 2.
Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice. Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice.
John Lithgow performs the Discover Card Dial-Along song.
An extemporaneous piece.
Provided for your dialing pleasure while you call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2 and apply for your Discover Card, the card with the cashback bonus award that always pays you back.
That was a nice surprise.
And that's music to everyone's ears. It pays to discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
Is there really that much difference between Toyota and Honda?
Well, let's start with the fact that only Camry, not Honda, comes with $750 cash back right now.
Can't beat that.
Nope. And then there's a difference between first place and runner-up. Camry is America's #1 selling car.
Outstanding.
And Consumers Digest just rated Camry a best buy. But with $750 cash back from Toyota, it's more like a great buy. So see your Toyota dealer. He's making Toyota quality a better buy than ever.
Be here tomorrow to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the 1968 World Champion Tigers. Prior to the 1 p.m. game against the Red Sox, 1968 players will be honored on the field in the pregame ceremony beginning at noon. And the first 10,000 adults, 21 and over, receive a lapel pin. For tickets, visit the box office, Ticketmaster, or call 248-25-TIGER. Troy O'Leary leading it off, 4th inning. Tigers on top, 3-2. There's a ground ball hit easily on the first pitch. Flip over to Clark. 1 pitch, 1 down in the Boston 4th.
That's a good sign. Through 3 innings, Frank Castillo, 65 pitches, a lot of pitches, 39 balls, 39 strikes, 26 balls. Like to see a quick inning here. Get Frank back on schedule.
Damon Buford had a single his only time up tonight. There's a strike called. I want to send best well greetings to Betty Medley at the Garden City Hospital. A loyal Tiger fan. We hope she's up and at 'em soon. 1-1 the count on Mr. Buford. Tigers on top, 3-2. We're in the 4th. Ground ball fair in the corner, chased by Gonzalez. Buford digs for 2, and he will make it easily. A double by Buford. He is 2 for 2 for the night. That will be the 5th hit for the Red Sox. They've had 2 singles, a double, a triple, and a home run. Hatteberg will be the batter. The catcher ended the 2nd inning by bouncing to first. Frank Castillo got him out 1-2-3 in the first, but they've touched him up in the later innings. Fires outside, ball 1. The count on him. Three and 0 on Hatteberg.
Hate to see this by your pitcher. Tigers come back. Score 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Frank Castillo back in trouble. Like to see him shut him down. Keep that momentum on your side.
He walked him. That'll put 2 on with 1 down. Well, catch the Tigers on Fox Sports Detroit on our next telecast tomorrow afternoon. That'll be the 3rd and final game of the series between the Red Sox and the Tigers. Special edition of the Fox Sports Tonight Tiger pregame show covering the 68 tribute ceremonies beginning at noon. And Mr. Josh Lewin will be back in action tomorrow.
Will you be hosting a birthday party tomorrow, Ernie?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Huh? Whose birthday is it tomorrow?
Well, Mrs. Harwell reached another one. And we're proud of that.
Do something special for her, I'm sure. All that experience you got. You know what it takes to make Mrs. Harwell happy, and a special day.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Here's a Benjamin up now with 2 men on and 1 man down. And it's a ball outside.
Comes Rick Adair out to have a little chat with Frank Castillo.
Look at some of the other scores. Well, Adair imparting some gems to his pitcher here, Castillo, who's been in trouble, except for the first inning.
Yeah, this is a conversation I wish I was a fly on his shoulder. I'd like to hear this one. I think he had a lot.
That was pretty forceful?
I'd say he had some direction to his conversation. He was very blunt in that conversation. When you see the player shaking his head like that, you know that it's just like, okay, okay.
1-0, the count on Mike Benjamin. He singled in the 3rd inning. Here's a strike.
I think Al had a pretty perceptive thought when he was talking about he thinks Frank Castillo's maybe pressing a little too much, trying to do a little too much, maybe trying to make the perfect pitch. Yeah, you got to. He's been in the major leagues long enough to know he can get people out.
Little tap hit slowly toward Alvarez. Guns it over to Clark. Runners move up on the out. Now they're at 2nd and 3rd with 2 down.
Let's take a look at this. Gabe Alvarez. This ball took a pretty quick hop at the end. You see Gabe, he's out before the game again, working with Buddy Bell. Look, he's got his glove down, comes up good. But he's been working a lot on his footwork to make the throw.
Here's Sadler, Donnie Sadler, the number 9 hitter, second baseman. He's looking at the strike. Donnie had a sacrifice, bunted back to the pitcher for a sacrifice in the 3rd inning. Tigers on top, 3-2, but the Red Sox are threatening again. They've got him at 2nd and 3rd and 2 down. 1-1. Castillo hanging on here in the first part of the game. There's a strike, 1-2. Red Sox have had a tough time filling that second base position this year. They've had a lot of injuries. Almost, but he missed the strike zone. And it is a full count. Talking about trouble at second, here's some of those problems. Jeff Fry, Mark Lemke, Merlone, Benjamin, and now Sadler. They've tried quite a few. They've had no trouble at shortstop. And that's the understatement of the year. That's like saying Marie Antoinette died of a sore throat. Three-two pitch. There's a drive hit deep to left. It is troubled. It is long gone. Sadler, the number 9 hitter, hits a 3-run homer, and Boston retakes the lead.
Well, we take a look here again. Al was talking about it. Gets 2 strikes right here. Donnie Sadler, first home run of the year. This pitch right here is just right down the middle of the plate, up in the strike zone. Not a quality pitch, and a 3-run homer. You'll see Buddy Bell right here.
Ground ball hit foul off the bat of Lewis, the leadoff man. And Gibby not only his first home run of the year, but the first of his big league career.
Hit 161, no home runs and 2 RBIs and 31 at bats.
5-3, the Red Sox take the lead. Lewis trying to bunt, looks at strike 2. Dean Crow working in the Tiger bullpen. He's down to the way with this one, 1-2. That's the second Boston home run tonight. The other one by Mo Vaughn was a leadoff home run in the second. 5-3, Red Sox on top. 2-2 the count. Castillo trying to recover now from that 3-run blast. Delivers a 2-2 to Darren Lewis. He fouls it off.
Another happy face.
Man from Detroit caught that one.
He's not giving it away either.
2-2 count. Lewis takes it, a full count again.
How many full counts have we had today?
I tell you, we've seen them.
That's the 6th full count.
Two down, nobody on.
Better get this guy or he's out.
There's a drive deep left, and that one's long gone. 6-3 Boston. The home run barrage continues.
Here's a repeat. Frank gets ahead, 1-2, nibbles. Now he's got to come down the chute, same pitch. Mr. Lewis deposits it into upper deck and left field. See Frank Castillo's reaction, 6-3, Boston.
Nedre Cummings at bat. He's 0 for 2. He's bounced twice to second base. The ground ball foul down past first. Back-to-back home runs. Lewis hit the second one. (6-3) Red Sox. 4th inning. 1-1 the count. Red Sox have a hit total of 7. High and wide at 2-1. Been a 4-run surge by Boston here in the 4th inning. Two. Fouled away. There's been scoring in this game in every inning except the first, when each team in that first inning went out 1-2-3. And the complexion of the game changed in a hurry after that. 2-2 pitch. And there's that full count again.
7th full count.
The inebriated nobleman. A full count.
Or throw a breaking ball this time.
And he walked him on 3-2. Garcia Parra will bat next. Here comes Buddy Bell. Crow throwing in the bullpen has been summoned for. He'll be coming on now to replace Castillo. Red Sox lead at 6-3. We'll take a break.
2/3 inning. Don't usually get much of a reaction out of Frank, but the frustration comes out tonight. And you see, you know, if you're a teammate in that situation, don't really know what to do. Everybody feels bad, and we know he's trying. Baseball is a humble game at times, Mr. Harwell.
You know it. And Garcia Parra now will be the batter. The new pitcher is Dean Crow. The Texan has a 1-0 record so far this year. This will be his 16th appearance. And he stranded all the 5 runners that he's inherited this season. 2 out, 1 on, and Crow delivers, and Garcia Parra hits one deep. And that one is long gone. A 2-run homer, and the Bostons just keep on bombing here.
My gosh. That should make you feel a little better, Frank. Geez, it's just one of these nights, I guess. No more Garcia Parra. He's a good high ball hitter, and he shows he jumps on this ball.
8-3, and here's Mo Vaughn, the 9th man to bat in this 6-run Boston inning. Featuring 3 home runs. Well, Mo hit the first home run for the Red Sox in the second. 2-0, the count on the big first sacker. Eight runs on 8 hits for Boston, 3 runs on 3 hits for Detroit.
6 runs on in with 2 outs.
There's another one, and it is long gone upstairs. Home run number 2 in the game from Mo Vaughn to make it 9-3 Boston. Number 25 for Mo.
Oh, hate to say it, 2-0 count. Right down the chute. That's the same location Mo hit his first pitch out. Out over the plate, arms well extended. I think he knows it's gone.
Here's O'Leary. And he's looking at a strike. Troy O'Leary struck out and bounced to second. It's bombs away here at Tiger Stadium tonight. Boston leads 9-3. 1-1.
Think we got a few bombs in our bats, Ernie?
Wow, I hope so. Well, before they came over here from Cleveland, they had a 7-run inning. The Red Sox did at Cleveland. Fouled away. 2-2 the count on O'Leary.
4 home runs in an inning. That ties the Red Sox record.
Struck him out, and that's end of the carnage here in the 4th inning. They bat all the way around and 1 over. O'Leary making...
Well, we see Buddy had a little conference. This is not a heated exchange. He's asking Raul what he was thinking, where his pitch selection was coming from, and got to learn and teach on the job. I commend Buddy Bell for his patience, and when you have all those rookies on the team like we were talking about in our open, Ernie, you're going to have these things that are going to happen.
Well, we know that's going to happen, and here is Baroa batting now to lead it off and try to get the Tigers back in it. Avery fires a strike to Geronimo, who bounced the third his only time at bat. 9-3, Red Sox on top, fourth inning. A high chopper hit the third to Benjamin. Guns across to Vaughn, and there's one down. Well, we got word from the press area that the last time the Red Sox hit 4 home runs in an inning was in Kansas City back in the mid-50s, 57. Here's Gonzalez now. He has bounced the first his only time up against Steve Avery. And he's in close with the ball. Ball 1. Two and 0 the count. The amazing thing about the 7-run inning, all 7 came after 2 were out. There's a strike, 2-1. Line drive, base hit, right field corner. Gonzalez going for 2. He has a double. Man on second, 1 man down. Alvarez will be the batter. The rookie third sacker into the second inning by bouncing to Garcia Parrott, shortstop. He fouls this one away to reach the seat down in the right field corner.
Tigers come back and start scoring here, Ernie. It's going to really remind me of quite a few battles that we used to have with the Red Sox. I tell you what, your lead is never safe with these two.
They play in ballparks conducive to that. Fenway and Tiger Stadium.
Conditions are very good for the ball to fly tonight.
1-1, the count on Gabe. That one's in close. Hatterberg makes the stop. 2-1 the count on Alvarez. Avery seeking his 7th win of the year. Foul out of play. That will be in the right field corner off the upper deck. Avery had some great years in Atlanta. Yep, a very young left-handed then, won 18 a couple of years. He was the MVP in the playoffs, in the 91 playoffs. Then had arm troubles. Signed as a free agent for the Red Sox. 3-2 the count. Gonzalez on with a 1-out double here in the Tiger fourth. They are trailing 9-3. Line drive right to Benjamin at third, and Gonzalez gets back to avoid the double play. 2 down, a man at second for Casanova.
Just to put that 4-home run episode to rest here. You know, it's always something unusual when you get 4 home runs in an inning. That's the most ever allowed by the Tigers in 1 inning. Not a great record to create.
Nope.
Nevertheless, is a record.
4 in 1 inning. Yep. Ground ball hit wide at third. Benjamin comes up with it. The throw over to Mo Vaughn retires the Tigers, and at the end of 4, the Red Sox with that big 7 on the board in the 4th inning lead it 9-3.
Dodge Ram just keeps posting power.
the old catcher.
Nice to be back up in this booth. Did it a few years when Pass was on the air.
Yeah, I was going to tell on you. I didn't know whether you would confess that, but you went out and got an honest job now, right?
He's also telling me he used to get on me a lot up here.
Well, why not?
Just like, I guess, like, you're objective. Just being constructively criticizing, like we try and do.
That's right. Buford at bat, and he cuts and misses the count even 1-1. Well, are you looking forward to the ceremonies tomorrow, William?
Well, we are. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing, but it's nice to sit up there this evening and reminisce just a little bit with a few of my former teammates and watch a ball game here.
There's a strike. Have you been out much this year?
Yes, I have. I don't think I've made the 7th inning too much. Listening to you and enjoying Mr. Gibson's comments.
Well, that's nice. Thank you. 1-2 pitch. He hits a fly ball to right. Higgy going back, and he'll have room to make the catch.
Not quite enough power to get another one out.
One away. What's your most memorable memory of the '68 season? Anything in particular?
Well, obviously for me, catching the last pop-up in the World Series and making sure you watch the ball land in your glove, and then having to catch Mickey Lolich, my back has never been the same since.
There's a line drive to left, and it'll drop in for a base hit off the bat of the catcher, Hattiesburg.
Now, when Al was up here talking about how he put me through K-Line 101 when I was a hack out there in right field, and I know that you spent some time with a few guys in my era. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I think Sparky had invited me to come down to spring training and worked with Lance Parrish primarily, and some of the minor league catchers at that point in time, Matt Noakes and some of the other guys, and that was fun. Enjoyed it and enjoyed being around Sparky.
Well, you did a good job with those guys. They turned out to be pretty good catchers.
Lance just got his first manager's job this year, as you probably know, Double-A for it's at San Antonio for the Dodgers.
He was coaching, and I think the manager there got moved up, and Lance is now the manager. You know, his son is the catcher at the University of Michigan.
I know he is.
David.
How's he doing over there?
Well, he struggled a little bit this year. He's my wife and Arlene talk often, and he's having a good summer out in the Woodback League up in New England. But he's a good-looking prospect.
Big kid, isn't he?
He looks a whole lot like his dad, and I mean, having seen his dad about 18 years old, David's got some big-time skills. He just needs to work on his receiving abilities.
2-1 to count on Benjamin. Is he going to be bigger than Lance, if possible?
He's already 6'3" and weighs about 2'8", 210. He's a good-looking kid. Yeah. Took after his mother. But that was always fun to go down to spring training and work with you guys, and having participated in '68, having been part of that '84 team, that was a special year for me, and that was a year Pass had come on the air, and the first year we did the thing like that.
Well, you picked the two good ones, Bill.
One of my biggest thrills was doing live the locker room, the post-game locker room when you guys clinched against Milwaukee. And I had no idea as I was sitting up here that I was going to be hosting it all by myself with no director, no producer. And that was a great experience.
Yeah, they pushed those guys up there, and you got the spotlight on you. There's a wide one. He didn't go on it.
Let's take a look at some of the old footage here. Who are these guys right here? Who's the guy there?
There's a guy with hair.
At least I had my hat on.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. I like those glasses, Ernie.
Yeah, what about that? I think that's spring training in '68, I believe. Runner goes. There's a chopper hit to Alvarez. He'll go to first base to Tony Clark and gets him. And moving to second is Hattiesburg.
Now, we were just watching the Tigers give up 4 home runs last inning, and they come in and
here
take a look at them right here. Now, when Raul Casanova goes in the dugout and Buddy Bell calls him over, what do you think he was saying to him?
Now listen, I know you're a guest hitter because I listened to you and you're a guest announcer. All a catcher can do is select. Someone has to execute, and I can guarantee you execution is more important than selection, because I never called for a curveball that wasn't scheduled to go low and away, but there's a bunch of souvenirs in the bleachers that were poorly executed.
Now that is a catcher forever, Mr. Harwell. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he's protecting the union, isn't he?
You didn't guess as much hitting as you as sometimes I think you did.
Oh yeah, I was a guess hitter, but not with two strikes. I mean, sometimes pitchers, don't you think pitchers lull you into guessing? We watched an at-bat with Bobby Higginson and David Cone the other night where Coney was away, first base open, looked like he wanted to put him on. Boom, he throws the fastball on the inside corner, tails back 4 inches over the corner. You can't guess that. I mean, that's execution, like you say.
Well, I mean, just use the example of a curveball. I mean, if it's a well-executed curveball, even if you're guessing it, you're probably not going to do much with it. Execution day in and day out is much more important than trying to fool people. Pitchers that get bound into fooling people get themselves in trouble.
Sadler slices one to right, and that'll be foul.
Well, you look at breaking balls. I think the biggest thing about a breaking ball is if it's got a good sharp break, but it's breaking down, and you're down or down and away. You're not going to get hurt with that. You're right. You may give up a single or a dribbler.
What'd you say? You're right?
Yeah, no, you're no question about it.
Oh, that's...
You still have to switch it up.
It's like putting a hit and run on as a manager. I mean, the guys have to execute. The selection to do something like that is one thing, but the execution is going to be more important.
You just hope the ball's somewhere where they can execute it.
Little tap, hit back to Crow. He'll throw to first, and that returns the side. Bill Freehand, thanks very much for coming by, and the best to you and your lovely wife.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here.
Thank you, Bill. Have a good time.
And the Tigers now trailing in this one, 9-3, coming to bat in the 5th inning.
From the first professional
form without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers.
And right now the Tigers trail in this one, 9-3. Difference in the game is that big 7 put up on the board by the Red Sox in the 4th inning when Sadler started it with a 2-out, 3-run homer. And then it just kept on going after that. Davy Cruz will lead off against Steve Avery. Davy's been up one time and had a single and scored a run. Strike called. And he is hit on the foot. Cruz will go to first base. Talking about those 4 home runs, Gibby, in 1 inning, if I remember right. I think Paul Foytak, pitching for the California Angels in a game in Cleveland, gave up 4 consecutive home runs, starting with the number 8 hitter, then the pitcher, then the next 2. I haven't got my book here, but I think that's true. Here's Brian Hunter with a fly to left and a single. Ball 1 outside.
Well, the Tigers are down 6 runs, though, Ernie. You got 5 runs to make up the ground. Steve Avery has proven over the years so far he's not going to go the full distance, so we remain optimistic, get base runners, and score some ourselves.
Hunter looking, and the count evens on him at 1-1.
We need a grand slam here, you know, Ern. It'll get us back in the game, and Discover Card is proud to make a $500 donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation if that happens.
1-2, the count on Brian. Cruz at first base with a leadoff single. Hit by the pitch, I mean. There's a ball low, and he eludes the catcher, but Cruz is going to hold on.
I hear some awes in the crowd about Debbie not progressing there, but when you're down by 6 runs, if you don't get a real good look at that ball bouncing away from the catcher, you want to stay at first base. You can't afford to make a cheap out here. Looks like the changeup being called for.
And it's a wide one, 3-2 on Hunter. Tigers this year have won 2 games and lost 3 against the Red Sox. Ground ball back toward Garcia Parra. Touches second. Throw to Vaughn. A neat double play by the Boston Red Sox.
Mr. Garcia Parra makes the pretty hard play look pretty routine right here. Just picks it up on the base. Off balance throw to first. Gets Bryant quickly. Hold on. Scoops it up from right field. It's hard to throw off your wrong foot and get that much on it.
Easily at the plate. Looks at a ball from Steve Avery. What a shortstop that young man has been. Fly hit the right. O'Leary looking. It is long gone. The home run for Easley in the lower deck. Cleared the barrier and gets the Tigers their fourth run. 9-4 Boston.
Preferred to see a grand slam here, but Damian Easley gets us run back on the board. Ball hanging up and out over the plate. Damian takes it the other way. Now 9-4 Boston.
Bobby Higginson at the bat now with a ball one count. And Higgy fouls one sharply off the front of the dugout. 1-1 on Higginson.
Look, this is interesting. You see the second baseman has moved over and really mows over just a little bit right here. Higgy hits a lot of balls right through here.
Fouls this one off. So the Tigers have picked up a couple of home runs tonight. Clark hit his 21st and Easley hit his 20th. But each came with the bases empty. 2-2 the count on Bobby Higginson. Full count on him.
Just a breaking ball that didn't break there.
9-4. Boston leads the Tigers. We're in the fifth inning. Deep center. Buford on the run. And has room and makes the catch about a mile away from the plate. Matt retires his side, but the Tigers pick up one on the 20th home run by Damian Easley. And it is now Boston 9 and Detroit 4. Beanie Baby and a commemorative card. Gates open at 11:30. For tickets, call the box office, Ticketmaster, or 248-25-TIGER. Lewis leads it off and fouls off the first pitch. Strike one. 9-4. Boston in the lead with a home run barrage here at the corner tonight. Lewis has struck out, tripled, and hit a home run. There's a drive to right. It will slice into foul territory. 2 strikes on him. Castillo started, yielded 7 runs and 7 hits in 3 2/3 innings. When Dean Crow took over, was greeted for a couple of home runs. And after that, he got him out. That's what happened in the hysterical 4th inning here at the corner.
All with 2 outs.
One and 2, the count on Lewis. Sadler has 3 RBIs, Vaughn 2, Garcia Parra 2, and Lewis 2. Ground ball right side. Easley to Clark. 1 away. B.J. Cummings will be the batter. He's the DH and has failed to hit. He's scored a run. Bounced out a couple of times and drew a walk. Final game here tomorrow. Justin Thompson against Brett Saberhagen. We hope you'll be out. Ball 1 to count. Here's Justin Thompson, tomorrow's hurler. Fly ball down the left field line. Gonzalez is over in the corner. He's put it away, 2 down. Tonight, following the game, it's Fox Sports News Primetime. All the scores, all the stories, all the action from your primetime team, all reached every week. Garcia-Parra coming to bat, the shortstop, has a home run in 3 trips. He cuts and misses on that one. He bounced to third, then was hit by a pitch, and then hit a home run.
Good quality pitch by D. Crow right there. Garcia-Parra is the first pitch hitter.
1-1 the count on him.
Last time jumped on the first pitch high fastball out of the park.
Nomar leaning and waiting now on a 1-1 delivery. Little chopper hit foul over toward third.
See Garcia-Parra last year, rookie season, 30-game hit streak. This year up to a 24-gamer. He had that snap. Best this year in the major leagues. Pretty good credentials for the youngster so far in his young career.
Yes, sir. The tap dancer from Georgia Tech.
Could maybe some think that he was an all-star snub victim also.
There's a foul out of play off the bat of Nomar. That's his dad's name spelled backwards, Raymond. Didn't want to name him Raymond, but he wanted to use the same letters. Mom wanted to call him Anthony, so they named him Anthony, but he goes by Nomar. Fly ball hit to fairly deep left center. Hunter going back, and he makes the catch. Did that one carry or not? And they go 1-2-3 against Crow in the 6th inning. The Tigers coming into bat in the 6th at the corner. They are trailing Boston 9-4.
Let's calculate all you get on a Dodge Dakota. Rugged power and payload, plus more room than any compact pickup. Hit total, and you can lease a Dakota for just $169 a month. Or buy one for under $14.9. But either way, you get 175 horsepower Magnum V6 at no extra charge. You know, this new math thing can really make you a lot bigger and stronger. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Ah, something special under the arches? Proud, aren't you?
Last half of the 6th inning at Tiger Stadium. Kirk Gibson's here. My name's Ernie Harwell, the Boston Red Sox, leading the Detroit Tigers 9-4. And Tony Clark will lead off for the Tigers. He's hit a home run and fouled to first. Tony looking, and Avery gets a strike across. A 7-run 4th inning. The big story of this game, and Boston put them on the board with 4 home runs in that inning. All the runs coming after 2 are out. 1-1, they count on Tony Clark. Avery has gone all the way. Fly ball, hit the left. O'Leary is there to glove it in the corner. 1 up and 1 down.
Steve Avery gets Tony Clark out on his front foot there with that changeup. Tony just missing it.
Now Avery will pitch to Baroa. And he drives one to left. O'Leary on the run won't get this one. And Baroa is on with a 1-out single.
See Derek Lowe warming up in the Boston bullpen.
Another Michigan product. He hails from Dearborn. And the incumbent, Mr. Avery, now lives in Dearborn. They've got a corner on the market right now.
Or a market on the corner.
Or something like that.
Sox market.
1 on and 1 out for Luis Gonzalez. And the big curve is wide on Gonzo, ball 1. He has bounced the first and doubled. Tigers trying to come back. They trailed by 5, 9-4. That one's low and away, 2-0. Fly ball, hit the right. Won't be deep enough. Lewis grabs it. And that'll make it 2 down.
Tigers trying to make their bid for having a few home runs this game. See Tony Clark just out front. Gonzo just hit that one, I think, off the end of the bat a little bit. Keep swinging, guys. Don't start falling into the stands.
Now it'll be Gabe Alvarez, a rookie third sacker. He has bounced to short and hit a line drive to Benjamin at third. He's 0 for 2 tonight. High fly, short right field. That's Lewis to put it away. The Tigers are gone in the 6th inning here at the corner. At the end of 6, the Red Sox lead the Tigers 9-4.
Jim Rome on Interleague Play.
Stadiums sell out. The battles are epic. How is this bad for baseball?
Rome on Lawrence Phillips.
The Dolphins had better cut him outright. LP is not the next Jim Brown. Apparently, he's well on his way to becoming the next O.J. Simpson.
Rome on the
Well, Mr. Clark and Mr. Vaughn having a little conversation there before he steps into the batter's box. They've overshifted again on Mo. 3 infielders on the right side. You see them there. Ball 1, the count on him. There's a drive to right. Higginson is there and grabs the sinker in front of the warning track.
Well, Mo Vaughn right here hits this ball very well. It's got topspin on it. I'm going to take it. I want to stop it right at the plate. Stop it right there. Well, that ball's right there. He's hit 2 home runs and a bolt to right field. Next time we might want to try something different. Here, there, there, there. Got to move it around. He's proved to me he can hit that one. Are you convinced, Mr. Harwell, that he can hit that pitch right over the plate?
I think he's convinced a lot of folks here. Strike 1, they count on Troy O'Leary. And he takes one low, 1-1. The last 6 out in this game have been on fly balls to the outfield from the 2 teams. 2-1 now, the count on Troy. 9-4, Red Sox lead at 7th inning. And he's looking, and that one's wide at 3-1. Castillo started, Crow relieved him in the 4th. And the Red Sox 4 home runs with 2 out sets an American League record for that category, the 2-out category. 3-2 now, the count on Troy O'Leary. And there's another fly ball. This time Hunter dropping back. It keeps on carrying, and he grabs it at the warning track.
These guys got a lot of carry in their bats today. We better check those bats, Ernie.
Yeah. Well, Buford has had a good night at the plate, a single, a double. and a fly to right. 10 hits for the Red Sox, and 5 of them have been home runs. It's the ball outside. Cruz waits for the hop. Throw to Clark. He got him. They go 1, 2, 3 for the second straight inning against Crow, and now the Tigers come in for their prevailing 9-4 with the Tigers coming to bat in the 7th inning. Casanova with a walk and a bounce to third will lead it off against the Michigander Steve Avery. Steve said about 50 of his close friends and distant relatives are coming to the ball game tonight. He did a little ticket leaving. And it's a ball in too close on Casanova. Derek Lowe and Ron Mayhay, one of each in Jimmy Williams' bullpen. Two and 0 the count. That's a high one. Bachler in the Detroit bullpen. And that'll be ball 4. Casanova walks on 4 pitches. The second walk issued by Avery. Here comes Jimmy Williams. The skipper, he's got one of each ready in the bullpen.
Called for the right-hander already, Ernie.
Well, it'll be Derek Lowe, the Dearborn, Michigan product, coming in, and as he makes his way to the mound, let's take a break. Edition of Fox Sports Tonight Tiger pregame show, coverage of the ceremonies beginning at 12 noon when the 68 team will be here. Here's Brian Hunter with a man on second and 1 man down. Brian with a single in 3 trips on a bunt, and he takes a strike. Lowe gets his fastball in tight, and they count 2 strikes on Brian. That one's low, and the count goes 1 and 2. Well, the Tigers had the lead in this game after the end of 3. They led it 3-2, and then Boston erupted with 7 in the 4th inning. He checked his swing, 2-2. Casanova, the man at second. Line drive, glove by Lowe, throw to Garcia Parra, double play to win the Tigers' 7th inning. And at the end of 7 here at the corner, Boston still maintaining the lead over Detroit, 9-4. Red Sox lead it 9-4. And Bachler will now take over for the Tigers as their 3rd pitcher of the night. Doug making his 30th appearance. He has no won and loss record. And no save so far. And the ERA 5.13. So he is pitcher number 3. Crow went 3 1/3, gave up 2 runs and 3 hits and struck out 1, didn't walk anybody. As the game stands now, Castillo, the starter, stands to be the losing pitcher. And now Hatteberg, the catcher, will lead it off. He's had a bounce to first, a walk, and a single. 8th inning, 9-4 Boston. High pop foul off the third. Alvarez near the stands, and it'll be just out of his reach.
Come on, Gabe, pick that up. Give it to the youngster. Oh, look at Mom. You're not getting it. Yeah, she's got...
Hold off, everybody.
She's got 2 sons, and she gives it to the daughter. The woman's world, Ernie.
Well, the prettiest one got it, I guess.
That's
where
right.
it goes.
Look at that. Another smiley face.
Strike 1 on Hattiesburg. In tight on him, 1-1. Red Sox lead it 9-4. They're batting in the 8th inning with nobody on and nobody out. One ball, 2 strikes. Got him on the high hard one. Hockler struck him out.
Well, we went back and we're reviewing this little thing. Look, Gabe Alvarez. Look at Mike, our cameraman right here. Check it out. What the people will do to bring these games to you. Watch this guy right here. Clunk. Way to keep your eye on the ball, Mike. Don't flinch. Don't flinch.
Well, a little combat pay for Mike. There's a strike on another Mike Benjamin. One for 3 for Benjamin. He's bounced the third twice, singled the first time up. And that one's low, 1-1. A home run barrage, putting the Red Sox on top here, 9-4. They're batting in the 8th inning. Fly ball, right field. Higginson on the run to his right. Grabs it. And there are 2 down. Donnie Sadler, who hit the key blow. 3-run homer with 2 out in the 4th inning to get that big rally going, will be the batter now against Doug Bachman. He's had a sacrifice, and he's tapped back to the pitcher. That was his first major league home run. (9-4). Red Sox lead it in the 8th. That's a strike. Al Clark said so. Same 2 teams conclude the series here tomorrow. Justin Thompson against Brett Saberhagen. Strike 2, the count on Donnie Sadler. Two out, nobody on. There's a ball low. The last 10 Red Sox batters have gone down in a row for the Tiger relievers. Red Sox have had only 1 hit since that 4th inning barrage, and that was a single. Now the 1-2 count, and they got him on strikes. The Tigers come to bat in the last half of the 8th inning here at the corner, and the Red Sox still lead them 9-4. From the reliever Derek Lowe, who came on to get him out in order despite a walk in the 7th inning. There's a strike called. 2 quick ones on Damian. Damian hit a home run in the 5th, his 20th, and he's only 2 home runs shy of his career high, 22 of last season, and now has a 13-game hitting streak. Strike 2 pitch, and he blew it past him.
Tonight on Fox Sports News Primetime, British Open highlights. NFL training camps, they're getting ready to open up. Bernie Williams returns like the Yankees need more help, Mr. Harwell.
Yeah.
That's tonight on Fox Sports News following the game.
Here's Bobby Higginson. Bobby without a hit tonight, and he looks at a low one from low. It's ball one. He's bounced to second, fouled to third, and fly to center. Deep fly ball to center field to Buford. 1-1 on the Tiger right fielder. Tigers have 2 home runs, one by Clark and one by Easley, both for the bases empty. Red Sox have 5. 4 of them came in 1 inning. There's a fly ball at the center again. That's Death Valley. And Buford has it in his glove. 2 down. And Tony Clark will be the batter. Speaking of home runs, when Babe Ruth bested his own record back in 1920, he broke that record in mid-July. He had hit 29 home runs to set the record the year before, and he hit his 30th home run about the 16th of July, and went on that year to hit a total of 50. But he just kept breaking his own record all the time. There's a bat going into the seats after a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Tony.
Tell you what, this we're very, very lucky that everybody's just looking for what's on the bat. This young man right here, look at Tony. You don't want to have too hard of a grip on the bat, and he has no grip on the bat right here. And look at these people are walking. Could have been a lot worse. This guy tries to grab it. Who gets it? The guy behind him. People are walking down the catwalk in front of him. You keep your eyes on the ball and the bats when you're at the ballpark.
Strike 2 now on Tony Clark. Strike 2 pitch. 2 down, nobody on, and it's a low one. Home run leaders, Mark McGuire has 42, Griffey 39, Sosa 36, and there they go from there, 32, 30, and 29. Quite a race. Swing and a miss by Mr. Clark, and the Tigers go down 1, 2, 3 in the 8th inning. Hold on now, the 9th inning coming up here at the corner. Boston still on top of the Tigers, 9-4.
Playback.
And since that 7-run inning, the Red Sox have had only 1 base runner. That was Hatteberg, who singled with 1 out in the 5th inning. Now Brocale on the mound for the Tigers and delivers a strike. Barty in center, and Randa, the new Tigers second baseman. 3 changes for Buddy Bell and company. 9-4, Boston on top. And there's a strike. 2 quick ones on Lewis, who's had a triple and a home run tonight.
That's very tough. You look at Joe Randa coming into third base, Ernie. That's tough when you're a veteran like Joe Randa and you get demoted, and now you have to come in and kind of mop up in a 9-4 game. But Joe has remained very professional through the whole thing.
Ground ball hit the Randa, throw to first. He got him. And there's 1 up and 1 down in the Boston 9th inning. Midre Cummings will be the batter. Brocale has a 4-2 record. And he's finished 14 games this year. One down for Boston. They lead it 9-4, 9th inning. Cummins taking a ball high. There's a foul out of play. Well, this has been a great game except for 1 inning.
The 4th inning.
Sort of like saying Amelia Earhart made 1 bad trip. One the count. There's a drive foul down toward the bullpen and a beach ball competing with it. 1-2 the count on him. Nine runs, 10 hits for Boston. Well, the Tigers have 4 runs on 6 hits. Little chop hit to Brocale. He's going to make the play unassisted as they meet before the runner gets to first base. And they're 2 down. Ciapara will be the batter. He's hit a home run. That's been his only hit, 1 for 3, plus being hit by pitch. Up to 321 in the batting list. His home run was number 16. And he has 66 runs batted in. There's a strike. 9-4 Boston, 2 out in their 9th inning. Down and away, 1-1 the count. Don't forget the finale of the series here tomorrow. Brett Saberhagen against Justin Thompson. Ceremonies honoring the '68 champion Tigers before the game. There's a ball low. Two-one pitch. He fouls it away. The RBIs for Boston: Lewis 2, Garcia-Parra 2, Vaughn 2, and 3 by Sadler. The Tigers come to that in the last half, the 9th inning. Boston still on top. The Red Sox 9, Detroit 4. And Geronimo takes a ball low. He's had a single in 3 trips, bounced to third base the first 2 times. Here's a strike. Well, in the first 4 innings, the Red Sox had 9 runs and 9 hits. Since then, no runs and 1 hit. And the last 14 have gone down in a row. But the door may have been slammed a little bit too late. 2-1 the count on Geronimo. Line drive to Garcia-Parra. 1 away. Well, Mr. Lowe has been perfecto since he came in.
And here's tonight's McDonald's player of the game, Mo Vaughn. Mo's had 2 home runs tonight, giving him 25. That's his 20th multi-home run game in his career. Remember, if you chose Mo Vaughn, you're eligible to win a McDonald's Family 4-pack and tickets to an upcoming home game. Join us tomorrow to see if you're the lucky winner.
Luis Gonzalez at the bat, and he takes a low fastball outside. Down and away, 2-0 on Gonzo. There's a strike call, 2-1. Derek Lowe. Foul fly. Well out of play to the left of the plate. Boston 9, Detroit 4, 9th inning. Ground ball up the middle. It'll be through for a hit. Gonzalez with a single up the middle. His second hit of the night. A man on with a man out for Alvarez.
Well, Tigers hanging around here, Ernie.
Yes,
Get a guy on, never know.
That's the first runner since Derek Lowe took over. Alvarez looking. It's a strike. That was the 7th hit for the Tigers. Runner goes, and there's a foul at the plate.
Jimmy Williams, just in case Derek Lowe can't get the job done. Flash Gordon. Tom Gordon, Boston's closer. 26 saves so far this year.
A man on, a man out. Strike 2, the count on Alvarez. Gonzalez goes again, and they're not paying any attention to him. That will be defensive indifference.
Buddy just wants to get out of the force out or double play.
Nine runs, 10 hits for Boston. Tigers 4 runs, 7 hits. High foul. That will be way back in the left field corner on the rooftop.
Roll out. That might have my car. That's about where my car is. And it's not a Jetta.
Oh, he got him on a hook. And there are 2 down, 1 out left for the Detroiters. That's the 3rd strikeout for Lowe. And Casanova will be the batter. He's had a walk twice, and he's bounced to 3rd. Ball gets away from Hattiesburg, and Gonzalez takes 3rd. Ball 1, the count on Casanova. That's the wild pitch.
Derek Lowe's 7th wild pitch of the year, so that's...
Man on 3rd for Detroit. They trail 9-4, 2 down in the 9th inning. Little policing to do out in the outfield. There's a strike, the count even on the Tiger catcher. Wide with that one, 2-1. Lowe pitching before the home folks, just as the starter Steve Avery did. And that one's in the dirt, 3-1. Line drive speared by the shortstop Garcia Parra, and that will end it. In the 9th, the Tigers got a hit, leave a man at 3rd, and the final score: the Red Sox 9 and the Tigers 4. We'll be back.